When Clemson, and I'll just speak in Clemson terms because it's right down the road and we have an office down there also. When the kids show up, and we're at that time of the year when this is being filmed, 19,000 people show up in the city of Clemson all at one time. Students, the professors, everybody comes back. That's a lot of people. The cops are real strict with them in the beginning, for sure, for the first 2 months. I mean, you don't want to even walk down the beer aisle and look at it if you're not of age, because they'll jump out of the back room or something and charge you. But the cops are real strict. The Clemson City, the university, dorm rooms, the RAs, a lot of time, if they hear a party going on in there, they call the cops. They come up there, they open up the door, there's 14 kids in there hanging out, there's a bottle of wine, they charge everybody. It's a shotgun approach, if nobody will admit to whose it is. Then, same thing with the city. They got a lot of bars downtown, the Esso Club, which is world famous, but they want to control the kids, and kids a lot of times, it's really the first time they've been away from home. It's kind of like the commandant at the police academy told us when we first got there. He said, a lot of you people never left home. You may think you're in Paris and nobody knows what you're doing, but I know everything you're doing. And the same thing with Clemson. If the Clemson cops get you, they notify the college, notify the university, and then that's when a lot of times parents hear about this because their kids are trying to keep it. They get a letter from the university saying, hey, they've broken the law and they need to become for student, I call it student council, they got a name for it, and they have the ability to do whatever they want. They can kick you out if they want to. Parents don't think about it. A lot of parents are frustrated, like, well, they're at college, certainly they're drinking beer, and I swear these kids, they got fake IDs before they even get on the property at school, and they look real, but the cops have a way of running it through their computer to show that it's not, and a lot of people come from out of state. And that's another thing, if you get charged with MIP, it can cause license suspensions. We had one kid that was up in New York, and he had a year. He was on his feet. The dad's like, what's going to happen? I said, well, he ain't going to be driving. You're going to have to get him on a bus ride to get home. But those are things that a lot of people don't think about. There's ways to handle that student board, some things you can do to make that go smoothly. But you have license issues, and then you get a permanent criminal record. We have a great relationship with the prosecutors down there, and we have ways of helping kids get past that. And of course, the solicitors always has a diversion program, which is hard for the kids to do because it requires so much. So a lot of people hire us, and we can kind of make the road a little shorter for them and hopefully get the same results. The parents, I get a lot of calls from mamas this time of year where they're just freaking out, like, I can't believe the cops don't have anything better to do, and I said, well, maybe they don't. And then I've had FBI agents call, I've had Chicago police call, and they're like, what do they use for probable cause down there? I said, hey, in South Carolina, I got a thing of water sitting over here and I'm sitting over here. If this was a beer and I was underage, that's close enough for government work. And they'll write you. You don't actually have to have it in your hand. They'll say, well, he was right there with it. He's not old enough. You see a lot of different things in those MIPs, but there is an avenue to try to get them away from that. But they're real strict about it down there.